Good morning, children. How are you all? So, today I'll start block 16, our atmosphere. Okay, so the lesson help you to understand that the earth atmosphere is having different layers, and these layers how it is suitable for various climatic conditions, and how because of having this particular atmosphere how the life is sustained on the earth. And also we can see how the atmosphere and temperature is occurring, and what are the specialized layers like ozone, in which layer of the atmosphere it is there. These all things we'll learn through this lesson. So today we'll see to compare the features of the layers of the atmosphere. So that is the first thing what you're going to learn in this lesson. So around our earth we are having a blanket of air which is called as atmosphere. So it is made up of different gases, is it? So it extends up to 500 kilometers. So it is not like a atmosphere is not a blanket, means it is having different layers are there. So how many layers are there and what are the features of each of the layer? So it is having 5 important layers. First one is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. You can see from how many kilometers it extends to 0 to 12 to 18 kilometers, 11 to 50 kilometers, 50 to 40 to 50 kilometers. Like that you can see different variations in each of the layers of the atmosphere. Now let us learn what is the features of each of the layer. Okay, so the layer which is above the surface of the earth is called as troposphere. So most of the weather changes, the clouds all will be formed in this particular where in this layer, and it has a temperature is 60 degrees or minus 76 degrees Fahrenheit, which is suitable for the life. Is it? The life is on the surface of the earth, is it? So according for the sustenance of the life, this troposphere is having many gases also which will help in breathing, like oxygen and other important gases are also present in that. Next we have is the stratosphere, which is less dense and has less water vapor, so you can find less amount of clouds here. Okay, and you have one important layer called as ozone layer, which is very important, which will block the ultraviolet rays, which is very harmful rays which is coming from the sunlight. It will block that rays without reaching the surface of the earth. That is why you can see most of the jet planes will be flying through this stratosphere, as there is no clouds in this layer. Next you can see is the mesosphere. Okay, so the mesosphere is begins from 50 kilometers and it extends up to 80 kilometers, and here the air temperature decreases, and mostly in this mesosphere what you can see is you can see the meteoroids burning. What is meant by meteoroids is they are nothing but stone like structures will be revolving in the universe. Sometimes they will enter into the atmosphere. When they enter into the atmosphere, what will happen? These stones, as they are passing through this layer, because of gravity, the gravity will pull the stones near to the earth. So because of that, what will happen, as they are entering through these layers, they will rub and they will burn. Okay, so you can see like they will be appearing like shooting stars in the sky. Okay, right? Is it, children? You can see the meteoroids burning where? In the mesosphere. Next you have is the thermosphere. So thermosphere is even less dense and the temperature is very high here. And what is the most important peculiarity of the thermosphere is there is one layer which this layer will help in radio communications. That is why we send the satellites to this particular layer so that it can telecast the signals. Okay, right? And also you can see there are some lights occurring, formation of lights which is called as polar lights. So this will only occur in the north pole and the south pole. So mostly you can see where in formation of this polar lights in this particular layer. The last layer is called as exosphere. Is it the highest layer and extremely thin, and where the atmosphere merges into the outer space. Okay, so you can see mostly hydrogen and helium particles will be there here. Okay, and the pull of gravity will be very less in this particular layer. So this is what you have learned about the layers of atmosphere. So this question is very important. You will be getting the pictures. You have to identify what are the layers and you have to name them. Okay, in which layer of the atmosphere do we live? Why it is dense layer of the atmosphere? So I told the layer which is present near to the earth is called as what? Troposphere. Yes, so the amount of gases is more in the troposphere and the gravity pull towards the surface is more. Okay, and it's also densest layer because it is having lot of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, inert gases, water vapor, all you can see more in the troposphere. And weather changes happen here due to the presence of water vapor. As clouds are formed here because of the water vapor, so we can see the climatic changes here. As we go higher, the amount of gases become lesser and lesser, so the atmosphere becomes less dense and it is easier for the jet planes to fly. So above the troposphere only we have what? Stratosphere. So that is why the jet flights will be flying in the stratosphere. But you can see the normal passenger planes will be running where they will be moving through the troposphere. Yes. Next, coming on, what basis is the atmosphere divided? So the temperature within the layer follows a pattern. So it either increases or decreases as we go higher within a layer. For example, if it decreases in the troposphere but it increases in the stratosphere, so there is no definite boundary between the layers, but there is a region which is called as a pause. So you can see in between troposphere and stratosphere there is a layer called as tropopause. Otherwise, stratosphere and the mesosphere, in between you have a layer called as stratopause. Okay, so this is the region between the two layers. Okay, but there is no definite boundary is not present between the layers of atmosphere. So in each layer there are some peculiarities are there, but one you have to understand is as we go higher, what will happen? The temperature might increase or decrease, but the gases will become lesser and lesser when we go for the higher layers. So let us learn to explain that atmosphere is important in regulating the temperature on the earth. So how it is helping to regulate, is it? So what is happening? Yes, temperature is needed, is it? If temperature is not there, what will happen? The earth will become cold, is it? So how is earth warm during the night? Even in the night we are not feeling so cold, is it? So what is happening there? So we'll learn about that. So the earth during the morning, what happens? Sun will come. So when the sun comes, what happens? The sunlight will reach the earth, is it? So some amount of the heat, is it? Along with the light, heat also comes. So some amount of heat will be reflected back, will be absorbed and reflected back to the in the atmosphere. So what happens when it is reflecting back in the atmosphere? I told you what it is, a blanket of air. Inside blanket of air there are so many gases, is it? Like carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide is one of the important gas which will help in trapping this heat. Okay, so you can see here, and when they trap that heat, and that heat only will be given during the night, and that is how the earth will be warm during the night, is it? As there is no sun in the night, is it? So who helps in keeping the surface of the earth warm? Yes, this gas like carbon dioxide. There are some other gases like methane, water vapor, all will capture some amount of heat. That reflected heat will be absorbed by these gases, and that will keep the surface of the earth warm during the night. So that effect is called as greenhouse effect, or that phenomenon is called as greenhouse effect. Okay, so what is happening nowadays is, as the pollution is increasing more and more, so what is happening? Because of burning the wood, cutting the trees, and lot of from the vehicles, lot of pollution which will emit lot of methane, carbon dioxide and all. As these gases are getting more and more means accumulated in these layers, what is happening? It is trapping more and more heat. As it is trapping more and more heat, what is happening? The surface of the earth is becoming warmer. So that process is called as global warming. Because of global warming, what is happening? Lot of effects is occurring on the surface of the earth. So what are that effects? The first thing is, so on the north poles. We have a North Pole and South Pole. We have so many ice cubes we have, no, is it? So that one is getting melted away. It is getting slowly and slowly it is getting melted. They are all freshwater sources. So the freshwater sources are losing, and the animals are losing the habitat. They are perishing, and the fresh water is mixing with the salt water. And when this ice cubes are getting melted, what is happening? The level of the sea water is also increasing. The temperature of the earth is also increasing. More and more the temperature is increasing. So ice cubes are melting, animals are losing their habitat, level of the sea water is increasing day by day, and it is entering into the land. So all these are happening because of pollution from the industries, from the vehicles. Lot of pollution is coming out. So because of that, the carbon dioxide level is increasing in the atmosphere. And also because of cutting of the trees only absorb most of the carbon dioxide. So if the trees are cut, who is going to absorb the carbon dioxide? So that is how the carbon dioxide is, level of the carbon dioxide is increasing in the atmosphere. And also burning the fossil fuels or burning the wood, is it? So we are cutting the tree, and while burning also what happens? Carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. So you can see here in the slide what are the effects of the greenhouse. Because of that, what all changes are happening, is it? And sometimes because of that, what is happening? The water vapor, because of the heat, the water bodies are getting evaporated. Water is getting evaporated, and it is forming clouds. And sometimes without any notice, some places are getting lot of rainfall, which is causing floods and all. You might have seen in Kerala and all how the floods were happening. This is all because of what? The global warming. Okay, children, so today just go through this lesson. This lesson is very important because in this you will be getting the questions like what are the layers of atmosphere, and what is meant by greenhouse effect, what is meant by global warming, what are the effects of global warming. All these are some of the important questions which you get from this lesson. Thank you.